Hello, family, friends, and fans. I'm Fletcher Rhoden, and this is Under the Christmas Moon, track by track. We're going through my Christmas a cappella record, just released, 2025, and we're talking about it track by track. So let's get to it, shall we? Today's track is Holidays. So, this again is not the kind of song you'd expect to hear on a Christmas album. That's what makes my Christmas album so cool, is that these songs weren't written to be Christmas songs. These are Christmas songs that aren't really Christmas songs. I converted them into Christmas songs because for one reason or another, they were good songs, but the lyrics were either no longer tenable or timely or, you know, whatever. Sometimes I just couldn't make a song work as a secular song, and I tried it as a Christmas song, and it did work. This song originally was, I did a lot of novelty songs. I was a novelty performer for a while. Novelty songs. That doesn't mean to say that I was a novelty act. I sang novelty songs, funny songs, comedy rock, basically. And this song was originally called Morons and Parasites. Okay? And what I did is I went to Vegas to do this, and I was just a performer with a guitar. So I thought I should have a calling card. So I made a CD, just live to tape, basically. Only there was no tape; it was computer, but just one track, one take, uh, continuous take all the way through, or start again. No overdubs, none of that. Because that's the way I performed, and I thought it was reasonable to have a CD that sounded like that. It was the comedy that was important after all. Now, this record was called The Sexiest Guy in the World, which is sort of my gnome to, you know, gnome to comedy. Uh, and it had a song called The Sexiest Guy in the World. It had a lot of fun songs on it. And almost all of it was eventually re recorded with full band versions. So that's all on an album called The Sexiest Guy in the World Goes Electric. And then I pulled the other one out of circulation because the electric versions were just much better. I had a whole album. I redid the whole album with full band, so plus a lot more songs. So there wasn't any reason really to keep that album around. Now, one of the songs on this record, "The Sexiest Guy in the World," the acoustic one, was I never performed it, and I never was going to perform it. There's some songs on that record that never got re-recorded. The whole record didn't get re-recorded. So there are songs like uh, "The Ballad of Ketone Scarface," which would never you'll never get to hear that again, I guess. Or "The Ballad of Pavlov's Dog," "The Tale of Pavlov's Dog," things like that. You'll never hear. But a lot of it you can hear on "Sexiest Guy in the World Goes Electric." This song you will not. This was the last song on the record, and it was in a lot of ways the best song. It wasn't a funny song, but it was a satire. It was really satirical. Okay, and it's an anti-racist song because somebody I know who's I consider to be a virulent racist said of a certain class that they were morons and parasites. A certain class, certain race, certain people from a certain region of the world. I think we're all human race. I think that's one race, but they do break up race, I think, in terms of where you are in the world. So he said that these people, and I won't say who they were morons and parasites. And I think he had another word that he threw in there, but I don't remember it. So I just thought this is a great song. A guy who's a racist, a suburban racist, complaining about the non-white neighbors in the house next door. But it wasn't an angry tirade against non-white people who might be living next door. It was to make fun of the racist in a way that Randy Newman would have done. It was a Randy Newman sort of a thing, right? And it was good. It had interesting chords. I used the chords in this song. Interesting, unusual, really cerebral, um, sort of funny-ish. but much more stinging than funny. Now, I think this got me blackballed from one of the better Vegas clubs. I think. I'm not sure. But I think when somebody heard it, who happened to be a Mexican fella, I think he might have felt that I was actually sincere in uttering the perspectives, expressing the perspectives of the racist in my song. I think he took that for me being true to my heart, but it wasn't. It was not. It's the opposite. I despise that kind of racism. I really do, and I don't do it. I was making fun of it, but I realized at that time that not everybody is going to get that kind of thing. So I scrapped the whole tune. I thought, oh well, nice thought, nice try. Um, then for this stuff, I was repurposing songs anyway, and I thought, that song had quality, and I can't use the lyrics, but I could use the music. So that's what I did. This one was a challenge vocally, very challenging, because it didn't just have the three chords, and it has G major, it has major sevens in it, and sixes and stuff. So this one was a real challenge vocally. Um, and it's been close to getting cut. This one almost got cut, but I left it on because it also lyrically it's about holidays, not just Christmas, and it's about the things that the whole album is about: food, family, presents, fun, colors, music, lights, time off. I mean, musically, this is a pretty rudimentary song when it comes to lyrics. All the hard parts are in the chord progression. Otherwise, it's a lot of call and response. Food, food. You know, call and response. That's when one person says something, and then the group chants it back. So there's a lot of that in it, and it's fun, and it encapsulates what the album is about. Just the fun things about the holidays, not the serious stuff, not the gushy stuff, just the fun stuff. Holidays are fun days, and they'll be with us always. Those are lyrics in the song, and this is the most sophisticated song on the record, to a certain degree, and it's also a lot jazzier and more sophisticated than your average Christmas song. This is not your average Christmas song because, like most of these songs, it wasn't written to be a Christmas song, but it wound up one, and that gives it a unique character. That gives the whole album its unique character. See if you don't agree. There's a link to the song below. It's free. It's a YouTube link. So you just watch the video, look at the album cover while you're listening to it. From there, you can listen to other songs on the record. You can listen to my other a cappella record, Under the Wolf Moon, or on my full band albums, including City of Eternal Spring, which was just recent, 2025, and all my other ones. So check it all out. Tune in again because tomorrow we'll be back with another analysis from another track, getting very close to the end on my album, Under the Christmas Moon. So tune in then, and until then, bye, Mary.